Your Wi-Fi and your microwave oven run on almost the exact same frequency. That's why the microwave can kill your signal from across the kitchen. It sounds like a mistake. It's actually the story of how the most worthless slice of the airwaves became the most valuable. By the end of this, you'll know why the invisible thing carrying your internet is sitting right next to the thing heating your leftovers. And stay to the end, because the reason is a decision, made decades ago, about a piece of garbage nobody else wanted. Try it sometime. Stand near the microwave, start it up, and watch your Wi-Fi stutter. That's not bad luck. Your router, on its classic setting, and your microwave oven both operate at around 2.4 gigahertz, the same neighborhood on the radio dial, which is bizarre. One is a communication miracle, carrying the entire internet into your home. The other cooks a burrito. Why on earth would we put them on the same frequency? The answer goes back to 1947, and a piece of the airwaves nobody wanted to touch. The airwaves are divided up and fiercely fought over: TV, radio, military, phones, all licensed, all expensive. But back in 1947, one band was set aside for a different purpose: noisy machines. Industrial, scientific, and medical equipment. Things like the brand new microwave oven. The catch: those machines spray radio noise everywhere. So this band was considered junk. Anyone using it for communication had to accept getting stomped on by ovens and heaters. It was the radio equivalent of a swamp, free to enter, but nobody serious wanted to build there. For decades, that's all it was: garbage spectrum for machines that make static. Until, in 1985, one regulator did something that turned the swamp into the most valuable real estate in the wireless world. In 1985, America's FCC opened that junk band to the public, unlicensed. That word is everything. Unlicensed means no permission, no auction, no fee. Anyone could invent a device that used it and just turn it on. Big equipment makers actually opposed it. But that freedom was rocket fuel. Because you didn't have to buy the spectrum, engineers were free to experiment, and out of that open swamp grew Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. The junk band became the invisible thread holding the modern world together. And it sits at 2.4 gigahertz, right on top of the microwave oven, because that's the frequency it was assigned back when nobody thought it was worth anything. So here's the beautiful irony. Wi-Fi doesn't share a frequency with your microwave by accident or bad planning. It shares it because that frequency was worthless, the spectrum equivalent of a landfill, and worthless meant free. And free is exactly what let it explode. This is the pattern hiding underneath so much of technology. The valuable, licensed, locked-up spectrum stayed locked up, controlled, slow. The garbage band, the one thrown open for anyone, became the launch pad for the biggest wireless revolution in history. Not despite being junk, because it was junk. Nobody guards a landfill, so anyone can build a city on it. So every time your microwave murders your Wi-Fi for 30 seconds, don't be annoyed. You're watching two neighbors who were only ever put on the same street because it was the cheap side of town, and one of them accidentally changed the world. Now, to be fair, it wasn't purely we got stuck with the garbage. 2.4 gigahertz genuinely has good qualities for short-range wireless. It reaches a decent distance, punches through walls reasonably well, and the chips are cheap. So it was also a good fit, not just a leftover. And free for everyone has a real cost. Because anyone can use it, the band is now crowded and noisy: Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, baby monitors, and ovens all shouting at once. That's exactly why we keep shifting the important traffic up to 5 and 6 gigahertz. The honest lesson is that cheap, open, and good enough beat expensive and exclusive, mess and all. So, Wi-Fi lives next door to your microwave because 2.4 gigahertz was the junk band, reserved in 1947 for noisy machines, ignored as worthless, then thrown open, unlicensed, in 1985. And precisely because it was free and unwanted, it became the birthplace of Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. The next time the oven kills your signal, smile, you're standing in the most valuable piece of garbage ever created. Send this to whoever curses the microwave every time the Wi-Fi drops. And subscribe, because next, why is Starbucks secretly a bank? Customers have loaded it billions, an interest-free loan bigger than the deposits of some real banks.